ACRE AKKO is one of the world's most ancient port cities, continuously inhabited since 3000 BCE. Its strategic coastal location made it a crucial gateway to the Holy Land through the Galilee. The city reached its peak as capital of the Crusader Kingdom of Jerusalem in the 13th century, then later under Ahmad al-Jazar in the 18th century. Since the 19th century, Haifa overshadowed Acre as the region's main port. In 2001, UNESCO recognized Old Acre as a World Heritage Site for its exceptional, preserved Crusader and Ottoman architecture. In our upcoming videos about ACRE AKKO, we'll explore several extraordinary sites that showcase the city's rich history. We'll take you through the magnificent Knights' Halls, underground chambers that once served the Crusader Knights Hospitaller. We'll walk along the impressive city walls. You'll discover the beautiful Al-Jazar Mosque and venture into the mysterious Templars Tunnel, a secret underground passage. We'll wander through the vibrant traditional market and visit the historic Hammam, the Turkish bathhouse that now houses a fascinating museum.
Our journey through Acre's walls begins at the Land Gate, the historic eastern entrance that has welcomed travelers and merchants for centuries. This imposing gateway, guarded by the gate tower, served as the main entrance from the mainland into the fortified city. During the Ottoman period, this was the only land entrance to the city, making it a crucial control point for all overland traffic. The current structure dates to the 18th century, built by the rulers of Acre who utilized the remnants of Crusader walls as foundations for their defensive system. The Land Gate witnessed countless historical moments. Today, visitors follow the same path that connected this ancient port city to the interior of the Holy Land. The massive walls that we'll explore further were designed to protect Acre from landward attacks and successfully withstood even Napoleon's famous siege in 1799.
The walls of Old Acre stand as magnificent testimony to centuries of military engineering and strategic fortification. These imposing defenses tell the story of two distinct historical periods, each leaving its mark on the city's protective barriers. The original Crusader walls were built during the 12th and 13th centuries when Acre served as the capital of the Kingdom of Jerusalem. The Crusader town, dating from 1104 to 1291, created an extensive fortification system that protected what was then a larger city extending further inland. The most exposed section was the eastern wall, where it met the northern defenses at the notorious Accursed Tower. These medieval fortifications were designed to withstand siege warfare and protect the bustling port that served as the lifeline between the Crusader states and Europe. After the Mamluk destruction of 1291, Acre lay in ruins for centuries, until the Ottoman revival. In 1750, Zahir al-Umar, the ruler of Acre, began utilizing the remnants of the Crusader walls as a foundation for his new defensive system. The construction of the Ottoman walls was a lengthy process that took 90 years to complete, largely finished in the late 18th century by Ahmad Pasha al-Jazar, who strengthened and expanded the fortifications. In its eastern section, the Ottoman wall overlaps and integrates with the original Crusader land wall. The Ottoman wall reached a height of 10 to 13 meters, with a width of about 1 meter. Built hastily, without a moat or rampart, it was nevertheless equipped with defensive towers. 2 gates were set in the Ottoman walls, the land gate in the eastern wall and the sea gate in the south leading to the harbor. These Ottoman walls proved their worth during Napoleon's famous siege of 1799, successfully withstanding the French assault for over 2 months. The walls resisted a 60-day siege by Napoleon, marking one of the few defeats of the great French general. The fortifications we walk along today represent this triumph of defensive architecture, built upon the foundations of their Crusader predecessors, yet adapted for the age of gunpowder warfare. The Ottoman aqueduct that supplied Acre with fresh water showcases ingenious engineering where it passes beneath the city walls. After traveling 14 kilometers from Cabri Springs through elevated arches and siphon towers, the water reached Acre's northern moat, where engineers converted the open channel to underground stone pipes. These pipes passed beneath the massive fortifications and continued to the defensive North Tower, allowing the city to maintain its vital water supply without compromising its defenses. The system then distributed water throughout the city to over 30 sebels, public fountains, and underground cisterns. Now we move to the western side of the city, where ACRE's walls meet the Mediterranean Sea. The sea wall, which remains mostly complete today, represents the original wall built by Zahir al-Umar that was later reinforced by Jazar Pasha. This western section follows the coastline, turning south toward the fishing port and marina. The walls then reach the sea's edge and continue along the waterfront, passing the former Sea Gate location, where a seaside promenade begins. The defensive system continues to the flag tower, a bastion guarding the southwestern corner that houses ACRE's lighthouse, built in 1912. The seawall then turns north, passing 2 additional defensive towers before completing the circuit. This maritime fortification showcases how Ottoman engineers adapted their defenses to the natural geography, creating an impregnable barrier between the fortified city and the Mediterranean waters. The Acre Lighthouse stands proudly on the southwestern corner of the city's ancient walls, built in 1912 on what is believed to be the former site of the Ottoman flag tower. This 33-foot, tapering cylindrical concrete tower, painted in distinctive black and white checkered pattern, serves as both a navigational aid and a prominent landmark. The lighthouse displays 2 white flashes every 7 seconds, visible for 10 nautical miles. Built over the submerged foundations of the medieval Templars fortress, it represents the continuous layers of Acre's history, from Crusader knights to Ottoman defenders to modern maritime safety.
Near the lighthouse stands St. John the Baptist Church, a Franciscan church built in 1737 and renovated in 1947. This is the only active Roman Catholic church in Acre, standing alongside the city's lighthouse on the shore of the Mediterranean Sea. The Franciscan presence in Acre dates back to 1219 when St. Francis of Assisi landed in the city. Built on what is believed to be the ruins of an old Crusader church, St. John serves as the parish for the Latin Rite Catholics of the city and represents the continuous Christian presence in this ancient port. A unique sight along Acre's ancient walls is the local tradition of young people jumping from the fortifications into the Mediterranean Sea. Despite warning signs prohibiting the activity, brave local boys, known as akawis, continue this daredevil tradition from the approximately 9-meter-high walls. The shirtless children take turns leaping excitedly into the waters below, demonstrating the fearless relationship between Acre's residents and the sea that has sustained their city for millennia. Thank you for joining us on this journey along Acre's magnificent ancient walls, where we've discovered layers of history from Crusader foundations to Ottoman fortifications. In our next video, we'll venture underground into the remarkable Knights' Halls, where the medieval world of the Crusader Knights Hospitaller awaits beneath the streets of modern Acre.